He's found in the smiles the whole world is sharing. He's found where there's friendship and loving and caring. He's felt in warm handshakes as people are meeting. He's felt in the cheer of a Christmas time greeting. His spirit's behind all the gifts we receive. He's everywhere, always, for those who believe. Join us for our holiday open house.
Get the eggnog ready for our guest. Little booze in here. Well, it's Christmas, a lot of booze. All right. And we have some food prepared for our guest. Joyce, come in here and tell us what you prepared for our visitors this evening.
Oh, to start this party off, I've clipped a favorite recipe from Reader's Digest.
Reader's Digest.
And it's called peanut butter tuna fish round cake.
Peanut butter tuna fish round cake.
Yes, darling.
Well, they look yummy. Why don't you put them there on the table, dear. You look lovely, darling. Just put them on the table or maybe under the table. And I'm sure our guests will enjoy them. Thank you, darling. All right. Well, let me put the bells out front, and we'll be ready for our guests to arrive. All right. Our guests should be arriving at any moment.
Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Oh, what a crock, it's jingle bell rock.
Well, that sounds like Dolly Parton come a-caroling at my door.
Oh, well,
Why, Miss Dolly.
well, how you doing?
Happy holidays. Oh,
What are you doing there? Come on
it's
now.
hard to get close to you, dear.
Oh,
How are you, dear?
I tell you what, I'm doing just fine. I'm on my way to a big wig convention. Can you tell?
Well, darling, I'm sure you'll win with that wig.
You think I will?
Is that
it's
you?
supposed to be real hair, but you know, it doesn't look right.
I think it's genuine polyester.
It is genuine,
sort
but
of
I'm
like-
kind of like my husband's jeans.
Well, his jeans, and what about your nails?
Oh, well, you know, the Miss Lee press-on nails.
Well, they're lovely. But you seem to be missing a few, dear.
Well, I've been having the worst nightmares lately
Oh.
about these Miss Lee press-on nails. I had this nightmare repeatedly, and it's don't let nobody back home know about this, but I tell you what, I get this awful nightmare that I got this itch up under my hoodie here. Oh, quit acting so shy. Women get itches up under there. Come on now. But anyway, I go to itching it with my Miss Lee press-on nails, and I caused myself a slow leak.
Well, darling, I don't think you have to worry about losing too much there.
Well, what are you looking at?
Oh, good.
You're a pervert now.
You're so bright and bubbly tonight. Why, the last time I talked with you, I think you were having husband troubles, dear.
Well, I guess I was just having a little bit of husband problems, you know, poo jeans. Been watching that there Oprah Winfrey show again, and well, I tell you what, every time he watches that there Oprah Winfrey show, he thinks that whatever the panel is talking about, that's what's wrong with him. Well, the other day I come home and he said, "Now, Twisted, I finally figured out what's wrong with me." And I said, "What?" He said, "Well, I finally figured out that I'm really a lesbian trapped inside of a man's body."
A lesbian trapped inside of a man's body.
I don't understand. What does that make me? I don't know. But anyway, he said, "Now listen, Twisted, it's got to be true. Don't you think that explains why I'm always flirting with other women?"
Oh.
He's a crazy man.
He calls you Twisted, and I see why, dear.
But you know, it's all right, because I did figure out a surefire way to get him back. I just started into flirting with other women, too. Oh, my goodness.
And
now
where has
look,
that got you?
Where's it? Oh, I got me a cutie, you know, one of them dykes on bikes. I love her. But anyway, I'm going to be on the Oprah Winfrey Show, the one titled Women Who Flirt with Other Women Just to Piss Off Their Mates.
Oh, well, I want to catch that.
Well, you know, I'm going to flirt with Oprah Winfrey, you know.
Oh, well.
And if she doesn't pay me no mind, well, when she turns her back to me, I'm going to pinch her behind.
Well, there's
I can't wait.
a little less to pinch. You know, she looks wonderful.
Oh, she does look good. She really does.
Now,
I should know.
I heard you singing back there. Now, every time I see you, you're always working on a new song, dear.
Of course I surely am.
I heard you're working on some sort of a rap
Oh,
song.
first of all, I gotta tell you, I'm just so excited to be here.
Oh.
I just wish I knew how to do nude cartwheels.
Oh, I'm sure you know.
Oh, now you know I'm just joking. Could you imagine me doing a nude cartwheel? Well, by the time my hands hit the ground, my wig would pop off. And by the time I got up to the other side, well, there I'd be standing with 2 black eyes and a bald head.
You are a caution.
It's terrible. Instead of calling me Twisted Dolly, because that's really my name now. You thought I was
You're-
Dolly. It's
well-
Twisted Dolly. But anyway, instead of calling me Miss Twisted Dolly, they'd be calling me, well, Uncle Fester.
Well, the National
Two black eyes
Enquirer
and a
would pay a
bald
lot
head.
for that, dear. They pay a lot for that picture.
You think so?
And actually, I heard you were over doing some cartwheels at Burt Reynolds' house. Did you
Well,
cause
now,
that problem over there?
that's a lie, because when Bert started doing the new cartwheels, and his toupee fell off and everything. It's an ugly story. I don't want to talk about it. Something
You
about an
people-
ovary started rolling and...
You people out
Who
there in
knows?
Hollywood. But now, darling, what about this rap song?
Oh, you mean my newest rap song? Well, yeah, it's all right. Well, okay. You want me to do? Is that what you want?
Would you like a microphone, dear?
No, I don't need no microphone. Lord
Okay.
have mercy, I got a big old mouth.
Well, sure.
Goes along with my big wig.
Everything else.
Oh my goodness. But anyway, it goes like this. That's how I make my music. My bust is big and my waist is small. I can't do a cartwheel or I'll bust my eyeball. Twisted, 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 twisted dolly. That's me. Twisted, 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 twisted dolly. Uh-huh.
Well, that's wonderful.
What are you looking at? He's perverted.
Now, darling, what about that other song that I like so well? I heard you do
Santa, Harlequin.
a spoof of one of Dolly's songs.
Oh, you mean Islands in the Stream?
That's
I do a
it.
little spoof on that, because I hate having to get up and put the stupid old wig on and Miss Lee press on nails and silicone braids. That ain't what a woman's about. Lord have mercy. But anyway, so I made a little spoof on it. Oh, my goodness, let me calm myself down there for a second. Oh, well, the first time on TV, my wig was not this long. My bust was big, my hips were fat, I felt all wrong. My fake eyelashes fell off right in the middle of a dumb song. You remember that?
I remember that.
Oh, but that was long ago. Now I'm queen of country. I appear on every tabloid at your local grocery. I'm real proud of myself. All this plastic surgery sure paid off. And so I sing my song for all you fools out there who love me. Anyone can be a plastic queen, but you gotta have money. Oh yes, a whole lots of money. Islands in the stream. Well, that is what these are. Nothing in between. But maybe just a little bit of silicone. Sail away with me to your plastic surgeon, and I'll let you wear my little press-ons. Oh yes, my pretty little press-ons. Don't you think these would look good?
Oh,
They
those
look
are
good
lovely.
on you.
Well, I don't know about
They
that.
match your lipstick. They really do.
Well, maybe I'll
I
borrow
think
some.
everybody out there in TV land would agree.
Well, it looks like you've been busy shopping, dear.
Well, of course I have been. Well, I tell you what, I got this here little rum cake, you know.
Rum cake?
Yes, it's a 1,000-year-old rum cake.
Oh,
Kind of like
it
a
could be a
1,000-year-old Chinese egg.
1,000-year-old.
Okay, I lied. It's only about 3 years old.
And it's half-eaten, darling.
Well, you know, my
It's a little
Aunt
moldy.
Betty left it to me. She got killed by a big old cow that kind of fell off the, I don't know, I don't know what it was doing in the hayloft, but it just fell right on top of her head. I don't know.
So Aunt Betty gave you this cake. She must have really hated you, dear.
Oh, I think she did. At least she didn't leave me no cow patty, my goodness.
Well, I'm sure our guests will love it tonight, so...
I hope so, but I brought you something else.
Oh.
Anyway. You know I come from Possum Kingdom, Kentucky, and I brought you here some Possum Kingdom, Kentucky favorites, you know.
Good
My
old
Aunt Betty
Kentucky
made
bourbon.
Yeah, my Aunt Betty made that right out behind the latrine.
Behind the
That might explain why it smells like ammonia. I don't know, but anyway.
Well, darling, I'm sure we'll
Do we
try.
have a little right now?
Well, why don't we put some in the eggnog, darling?
All righty. Oh my goodness, let's just stick that up there. You mean this stuff right
Just
here?
pour it right in. Put a little.
This is it.
I'll put a lot.
It's the ugliest looking egg. Oh my goodness.
You like
Here.
it.
That tastes good. Oh my
Well, let's
goodness.
have a drink here.
Oh, all right. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
You really want me to
it's so
take a drink
good
of
to
this?
see you again.
What, you want me to sing another song that has some
Well,
special importance? Or...
Well, before you have your drink, sing It's Christmas. There's one song Dolly always sings on every special she appears on.
Oh, what could that be?
One she wrote when she was just a little girl back in, what was it, Sevierville?
Sevierville,
That's
where
it,
she really
Tennessee.
comes from. Yeah, the real
And
one. You know,
she
the real
wrote
Dolly Parton.
it because of a real life experience.
Yes, her mother, you know, made her this little coat out of little pieces of rags, you know. But
And
I think it's a real sweet story. I think it'd be really good for Christmas, don't you?
Well, do you need a microphone for this year?
Yeah,
Well, let me-
no, I got a loud mouth. But you want me to stand up?
Well, you just take center stage. And ladies and gentlemen, this is my dear friend, Miss Stephanie Bananas.
My goodness. Back through the years I go wandering once again. Back through the seasons of my youth. Well, I recall a box of rags that someone gave us, and how my mama put those rags to use. Well, there were rags of many colors, and everyone was small. And I didn't have a coat, and it was way down in the fall. Mama sewed those rags together. She sewed every piece with love. She made my coat of many colors that I was so proud of. As she sewed, she told the story of the Bible she had read about a coat of many colors Joseph wore, and then she said, I hope this coat will bring you good luck and happiness. And I couldn't wait to wear it. Mama blessed it with a kiss. My coat of many colors that my mama made for me, made only from rags, but I wore it so proudly. Oh, we didn't have no money, but I was rich as I could be, in my coat of many colors that Mama made for me. So with patches on my breeches and holes in both my shoes, in my coat of many colors, well, I hurried off to school, just to find the others laughing and making fun of me, in my coat of many colors my mama made for me. Well, I didn't understand it, for I felt I was rich, and I told them all the love my mama sewed in every stitch, and I told them all the story Mama told me while she sewed, and how my coat of many colors was worth more than all their clothes. But they didn't understand it, and I tried to make them see one is only poor, only if they choose to be. Oh, we didn't have no money, but I was rich as I could be, in my coat of many colors my mama made for me. She made just for me. I love that coat, but it wasn't really mine, you know that.
Darling, that was lovely.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, come down here. James, go over here. Now, didn't you make something special for our
Oh, something special for me?
little
Just
something
for
visitor
me?
here?
Yes.
Oh, I know what those are.
Possum belly sugar
Possum belly sugar cookies.
Possum belly sugar cookies.
Since my grandma passed away.
Well, now you ladies have a drink.
Possum belly.
Enjoy some of those delightful goodies. And
Oh, look.
we have some other visitors coming by. Actually, we have a very special visitor next. He's here to plug a book. You see, he once worked for Santa Claus at the North Pole, but he was fired under mysterious circumstances. He's written this book entitled Nick, a Satiate, and he's here to dish the dirt on the old elf himself. Please welcome to our stage, Mr. Jaime Horowitz. Jaime. How's it going? How's it hanging, Jaime?
Oh, sorry.
Jaime, where are you from originally?
Oh, Toronto?
Toronto. Well, how did a nice little elf from Toronto end up working at the North Pole for Santa Claus?
Well, I applied with Kelly Temporary Services, and they sent me all the way up to Canada to work in the factory where Santa is. And we made all kinds of toys, adult toys and children's toys. This is one of them.
Is that the children's toy or the adult toy?
Well, I don't really know. You know, he doesn't really have an age range.
Well, I didn't know that Santa made adult toys.
He does now. You know, times are changing.
Well, apparently they are. You went to work for Santa Claus, everything was fine, but then you said the working conditions got really very bad.
Oh, Santa's brutal. I mean, like, he would hit us on the head and on the back with a lump of coal, especially if you didn't work hard enough, you know, and the conditions were just awful. It was always hot. It's terrible, you know? And I would get picked on the most. I was always his bait. People would tattletale and say that I wasn't working hard enough, and whack with a lump of coal.
Oh, the brute.
Oh.
Well, now you compare it to a turn-of-the-century sweatshop. I mean, was it really that bad?
Oh, you don't know how hot it is, you know. He won't even let you do nothing, you know. You're basically like in a jail, you know. And sometimes he would get out a whip, like the kind of whip that he uses for his reindeer, and he would hit you with it, and he would throw you into the closet, and he would be yelling, ho, 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 until you'd be driven crazy. And then once you've been driven crazy enough, then he'll let you out.
Just constant torment.
And I was always in the closet the longest.
Yeah, you say he locks you in hot little closets and makes you work in another workshop that's ice cold, and little icicles would come from the points of your ears.
You should see the icicles. Boy, they're way below 0 degrees.
Well, now, in this book, you also bring up the controversy that Santa uses cheap labor from foreign countries. You mean he doesn't use American laborers?
No, he goes to cheap wholesale stores, like thrift stores, and he's been shopping around the world for them. He's had assistants go out and try to find the cheapest places to find cheap labor. So he found out that in Japan and in Mexico, he can get the cheapest. And believe me, he's so cheap that when he walks, you can hear him squeak.
But now, these foreign workers, are they elves as well, since they're producing for Santa Claus?
Well, of course they're elves. You'd be how unaware of the kind of elves that we have around the world. We have elves that are from Italy, Greece, Spain, Portugal, Canada, all over the world. You just name it, you know? And I happen to be a Jewish elf, so I'm just a little bit different. Things have to be sort of in the way that I would specify as being correct.
Well, you know, I'm just flabbergasted. I didn't know there were elves from all over the world, from every race, nationality.
Well, you better start reading books, buddy.
Well, I'm sorry. But well, tell us a little bit about it. You have your brothers around the world. Well, now that you're unemployed, are they supporting you? I mean, are you having a hard time?
I'm basically a homeless Jewish elf. And I'm desperately looking for work. Look how I'm dressed, you know? You know, even my puppet, he hasn't ate for 6 weeks.
A poor little green waif elf.
It's a green life.
Any hope for employment in the future?
I'm going to try to open up my own company called Alphamania, which would be a distributor of elf products, you know? Like clothing, socks, shoes, all kinds of items that you would wear and show to the public, and that would represent our elf life.
Lots of green clothes, huh?
Lots of green clothes, you know?
Well, now your agent says that with the book selling so well, you might be writing another book.
I'm planning to, yeah. The new book is supposed to be called Condom in My Socket.
Condom in My Socket. Well, we can't wait for that one, because your other book is at the top of the charts. And before this controversy dies down, now he will be on Oprah next week talking about the book. And on Christmas Eve, he's booked on Sally Jesse Raphael with Santa, and they'll have a face-to-face debate over this issue, because you're tarnishing his reputation, you know. He's not going to stand for it.
I know.
I hear he has a lot of powerful lawyers behind him.
He does. I have an elf lawyer.
An elf lawyer, I'm sure you do. Well, Jaime, it's great talking with you, but actually you sort of depress me with all this unemployed little elves.
I know.
I think you need a drink. And Joyce, darling.
But you don't even know that how I got fired.
Oh, well, Joyce.
You haven't heard the main portion of
Well,
it.
how did you get fired?
Well, one day I was stuffing toys for Santa Claus, and I was stuffing children's toys and stuffing adult toys. And when I was stuffing the children's toys, I was really upset because he hit me one day with 2 lumps of coal on my back. And you know what I did? I saw a big box of condoms over there, and I started stuffing the children's toys with condoms. And then he caught me doing it, and that's when he fired me.
Well, you
Now
know,
I'm out of work.
he might have had good reason for this. Now, well, why don't you give him a drink?
I need a drink.
You made something special for him, didn't you?
What did you make me?
Oh, she made you some matzo bread again.
Matzo bread.
Little
Is it-
kosher, bland little cookies.
Is it kosher?
It's kosher.
Good.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Oh, well, I think we have another visitor at the door. Now, who could this be?
Domino, our gay apparel. How are you,
Oh,
darling?
hello. It's our good friend Daisy May. Hello.
Hi.
Mwah.
Mwah. So lovely to see you.
Oh, so great. Well, look at all these fabulous
I've been shopping.
little baubles.
Oh,
Look at the
Michigan
bracelet, the
Avenue.
ring.
Tiffany's.
Tiffany's. Oh,
Cartier.
I bet you must have been shopping for days.
Oh, I have been. Oh, and I even picked up a little something for you at the dollar store. Cookies.
Cookies from the dollar store. You
Well,
are
you know, I
too
didn't have
kind.
much money left. I had enough money for a bottle of booze and
Oh, Well, you did buy the booze,
The
darling.
best stuff, of course.
Fabulous.
Rock gut.
Well, our people will love it.
I'm sure they will.
Why don't we come over here and put a little in the eggnog?
What
here.
a festive gathering. Hi, kids.
Candy down here.
How are you? You look just wonderful. I love that wig you're wearing.
You're a big wig, aren't you? I knew it.
He has a lot of big wigs.
We're not gonna ask the wig.
Now, but before you have a drink, Daisy May does this number at every Christmas party, and everyone just loves it. Would you be kind enough to do it?
Oh, it just wouldn't be Christmas if I didn't.
Fabulous. Could we have the music, please, for Daisy May? The 12 Days of Christmas.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 cutty sarks and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 old crows, 2 cutty sarks and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 old Fitzgeralds, 3 old crows, 2 cutty sarks, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 dry raw 4 old Fitzgeralds, 3 old crows, 2 cutty and a partridge in a pear tree. On the sixth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 Cuba Libras, 5 dry, 4 old Fitzgeralds, 3 old crows, 2 cutty and a tree, and the bird with the fruit on the limb. On the seventh day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 Johnny Walkers, 6 Cuba Libras, 5 old Fitzgeralds, 3 old crows, 2 cutties, and a tree in the meadow. On the eighth day of Christmas, I see like a sweet old-fashioned sunshine water, 6 Cuba Libras, and a 4 old Fitzgeralds, 3 old crows, 2 cutties, and a Surrey with a fridge on top. On the ninth day of Christmas, I said I am me. And I might, my eyes are seen of glory. And I might, margaritas, a sweet old-fashioned sunshine water, sister blue, I will open Chelsea. Bloody Mary, it's a that green stuff. Then the mahal, Nariga Mortis. They see a festive, sister. All fish, real crow, 2 city pounds. And a high rate and a bad rate.
Darling, are you all right there? Maybe, Joyce, maybe we have some coffee for dear Daisy May. I would offer you some treats like our old fruitcake, but I'm afraid you might, well, I don't want you to get sick again, dear. So, why don't you go off and try to compose yourself? Oh, thank you. Ugh. We'll just put this right down there. Put that right. Dolly, why don't you come up here, dear? I mean, Twisted Dolly, Stephanie Bananas, my dear friend.
Yes.
Every time you come visit me at Christmas time, you always sing that special little song that I love so much.
Oh, you mean the one about the candy and the depressing? That's depressing.
Oh, I love it so much. Will you sing
Oh,
it?
do you like it? Well, I do.
I'll get your microphone
You like
for
it?
you.
Okay, that's fine. That'll help. A little microphone will help.
Hard Candy Christmas.
All right, I don't have any music, but that's okay. Hey, maybe I'll dye my hair. Maybe I'll move somewhere. Maybe I'll get a car. Maybe I'll drive so far that I'll lose track. Maybe I'll bounce right back. Maybe I'll sleep real late. Maybe I'll lose some weight. Maybe I'll clean my junk. Maybe I'll just get drunk on apple wine. Me, I'll be just fine and dandy. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through tomorrow, but still I won't let sorrow bring me way down. Hey, maybe I'll learn to sew. Maybe I'll just lie low. Maybe I'll hit the bars. Maybe I'll count the stars until the dawn. Me, I will go on. Maybe I'll lay real low. Maybe I'll move out of town. Maybe I'll have some fun. Maybe I'll meet someone and make him mine. Me, I'll be just fine and dandy. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through tomorrow, but still I won't let sorrow bring me way down. I'll be fine and dandy. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through tomorrow, but still I won't let sorrow bring me way down. Oh, I'll be fine. Oh, you know me, everybody. I'm Twisted Dolly, and I'll be just fine. Oh, my goodness.
Lovely, darling.
Oh, well, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Oh.
You keep on bumping into them. You're going to
So
hurt
hard to get
something.
close to you, darling. Step over here and have yourself a little drink.
Oh, possum, belly cookies.
Oh,
I
my,
love them.
my goodness, are you all right, Daisy Mae?
Oh, let's talk about candy. I'm hungry.
Maybe you need to...
When do we eat? Ow!
Oh, my goodness.
I was gonna say maybe you need to sit down, but I think she'll be
Hey,
be just fine.
No, she
Don't
won't need
keep away
that.
from her. Well, I think maybe it's time we bring out our final guest star tonight. I promised you Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer would be here this evening, so Joyce, bring Rudolph on out.
Oh, good we get to see Rudolph.
Darling, you're missing Rudolph.
When do we
Rudolph.
eat?
Where's Rudolph?
Oh, Joyce, dear, we'll eat in a little while. I want you to bring Rudolph out.
I did. He's in the stool.
He's in the stew.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
You cooked Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Oh, well, how in the world did you do that?
Oh, it was easy. I just used the box of reindeer helper.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, actually, he does look yummy. So, well, we'll all just dig in and have some Rudolph surprise, I suppose. I guess there's not much waste.
No,
did you say his little nose?
No, I used that for a tree ornament.
Well, as long as he's put to use. Here's to Rudolph. We'll have a drink in his honor. Well, you know, this is fabulous. A little party, good friends, good
drunkies.
food. Our good friends had a little too much to drink. I think maybe it's time we had that much to drink. But you know, it would be just perfect if we had some snow, like on those other Christmas shows, like on the Beverly Hillbillies when they celebrate Christmas, and that beautiful fake snow falls down, or on the Andy Williams Christmas special.
Yeah, I got
I
just
don't see
the
that
right,
anymore.
I got just the right thing.
What is it, dear?
Well, I got a little bit of stuffing left over from my behoodies here.
Well, darling,
That would work just fine. Can I do it? Can I do it?
I couldn't use your stuffing.
Why, sure you can. I don't need no more. Look at all I already got. My goodness.
Well, that might work. Okay, well, I'll make it snow, and you all have a drink. Let's have some music, please. White Christmas. Wait, would you hold on to...
I'm dreaming of a white
Every corner is filled. Voices are muted. The air hangs sweet. The lights are dimming. Please take your seats. The performers are diverse. Some bold, some tame. Yet is it possible they all answer to the very same name? If you choose to look closely, perhaps you will see a vision of yourself, or could it be me? Baskets of dreams the poet does weave. The mime mimics your fears. The juggler tickles the toes of your heart, while the balladeer moves you to tears. The painter, the dancer, the teller of jokes, all pleasure in amusing our kind. With color, harmony, and wit that is quick, they struggle to expand the mind. Whispers and sighs now caress the mind. All exits have been well secured. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Your pleasure is indeed assured. The hands on life's clock are frozen in time. Nameless faces spin by too fast. And today skips away. It's time to play as the future embraces the past.
Welcome to the Underground Sideshow. I am your host, Harlequin. Join us for another trip into the underground of the night as we meet some of the fabulous creatures who haunt the city as the night descends. And what a night this is, as we celebrate our favorite night, Halloween. Halloween is that great night when you can dress up strange and bizarre clothes and act weird. Unless you're a member of our little troupe, then every day is Halloween. The great part about Halloween is you can go to the store and buy 20 bags of Snickers bars or Milky Way, and then lie and tell the clerk you're going to give them all away. Yeah, sure. But this is no lie. We have a great show tonight. We have a very big guest star tonight, someone from radio and television. You're going to be thrilled when you find out who it is. We have a local performance artist. We have a famous psychic. We have some horror stories. We have some trick-or-treat fun. But let's get the show started. I'm very thrilled with our guest star tonight. He is a big star. From his radio show and TV show, I'm sure you'll recognize him. He's made himself famous by taking important political and social issues of the day, and he contorts them to his twisted, ultra-conservative views. I'll let you see for yourself. Here he is, entering from stage right, the extreme right, Mr. Rush Limbaugh. Fabulous, fabulous. Oh, Mr. Limbaugh, welcome to our show. Good work, kids. These are some members of our little troupe. Sean, Miss Norma. Take a bow, dears. Oh, we're not through with you. The fun is just beginning. Oh, dear Mr. Limbaugh, we want to thank you for coming on to our humble little show. Big star that you are. Oh, so how did you nab him?
We got him on his way to lunch from the hotel. Bill won't miss him for hours.
I've got a long extension here. I'm going to fry you.
Oh, that won't be necessary. We might fry his hair a little bit. Oh, Mr. Limbaugh, we have some exciting things planned for you. Now, if you were to appear on another show, they would give you great prizes. Some shows give trips to Bermuda, pool tables. But, dear, we have no year supply of Eskimo pies or rice-a-roni for you. We have something extra special in store. We're going to give you a beauty makeover. What do you think about that?
I knew this would happen as soon as Clinton took over.
Oh,
Somebody call Ronald Reagan. Give me a Republican.
I think I speak for most of America when I say, put the gag back on, dear. Oh, the things we're going to do to you. We're going to powder and pamper you and twirl and tease. Yes, Mr. Rush Limbaugh, we intend to make you queen for a day. Now, our little team of beauty experts are going to escort Mr. Limbaugh over to our beauty pit stop. So now let's escort him right over there. Oh, what a good sport you are for coming on. Bye-bye. I want to start our little show tonight with some scary Halloween stories. It's not Halloween without sitting around a campfire telling some gruesome stories. A member of our little troupe has written such a story tonight. Joyce, would you please come on stage? It's right this way here. This is Miss Joyce Lockett. Take center stage, dear. There you go. You look lovely in your angel costume. Now she's written a terribly terrifying Halloween story for us. Yes. Go on here.
Once upon a time, lived an intelligent, beautiful, hard-working girl named Joyce. She studied real hard and graduated. And now she has to go out into the real world and find a job to pay back her student loan.
Well, thank you, Joyce. That is terrifying. Surviving economically in the 90s. What a horror story. Well, let's move on. I thought it might be fun to have a little trick-or-treat fun tonight. We're going to need 2 kids from the show. Howard? Yes, right up here. And Joyce, how about you? Come right up here. We're going to send 2 members of our little troupe out into the street. And after hearing your story, dear, I think you need to get out a little more. Step right up here. Now, we thought it might be fun to send some members of our troupe out onto the streets and go trick-or-treating. It's not really Halloween night. It's not really trick-or-treat tonight. But we'd like to see what kind of response we might get if you go up to knock on some doors in costume and ask for some treats. How they might act, what they might give you. Now, I've got some trick-or-treat bags right here. Now, there's one for you, one for you. Run around the neighborhood, knock on some doors, say trick-or-treat, see what some people might give you. And I want you back before the show's over to share the goodies and tell us what happened. Okay? All right. Have fun. Mind your manners. Watch crossing the street. We'll check back with them in just a little while. All right. Let's see what kind of progress they're making with Mr. Limbaugh over here.
No, you can't do that to me. Oh my God! Somebody call George Bush.
Oh yes, call George Bush. Just imagine what we could do for him. Oh, calm him down. He's not quite ready. We'll check back. Now I want to bring onto the stage a local performance artist. He's performed in the clubs and he is a fixture on the party and club circuit here in Chicago. Please welcome to our stage, Zoe.
Ode to a finger puppet nun. $1 in my pocket and in need of something new. I'm not getting married, so it need not be borrowed or blue. I walk into a gift shop and search up a toy. Some inexpensive trinket to fill my heart with joy. A squirt gun, a slinky, maybe a bendable Thor. Then I spot a finger puppet nun. Who could ask for more? Religious play by fingertip. A powerful concept, pretty hip. I could make my nun fly, play peekaboo, or even die. But I guess if you ask me, I'd have to say my idea of fun is the chance to finger a little nun. You know, being a teddy bear isn't all it's cracked up to be. You know, I get a lot of love and attention, for a while at least, but it doesn't always last. I know, it happened to me. I had known her name was Janie, and she was really sweet. She was really happy to get me and very proud of me at first. She took me everywhere, and we did everything together, and life was grand, and we were going to be best friends forever and ever and ever. Well, ever ended. But anyway, on to the good part of it. Everything was really happy. Even on our first day of kindergarten, she took me to school and showed me so proudly to all of her friends. And I wasn't new or anything, but I had a lot of love in me, and that made up for the fact that I was a little scruffy around the edges and didn't really have a nose, but Janie didn't care because I was her best friend. Being a best friend is a really good thing to be. Janie's teacher knew I was her best friend and was really proud, and she gave me a smiley face sticker. No one else got one, just me, and that made me feel special. She asked if I didn't have a nose, and Janie explained that during the big thunderstorm last month, she was really scared, and she accidentally nibbled it off. But it made her feel better, and I didn't care. I don't need a nose. I'm only a teddy bear. And life went on until her birthday. she got a new present. It was a big box. We were really curious to see what it was until it was open. It was another teddy bear, Teddy Ruxpin or something, some evil little thing that had batteries and cords. It would read from a book and move its little evil eyes. It was horrible, but for some reason, Janie liked it. Janie played with it a lot. And I decided I was old and I needed some rest, and it was good for her to have a new friend to play with. And I kind of enjoyed being alone, for a little while at least. And then I realized she'd forgotten all about me, and I didn't see her much anymore. Then one day she came into the room and came up to me and gave me a big hug, and I was so happy, only to realize it was only to throw me into the bottom of an empty toy box. And then one by one, other toys started falling on top of me. You know, teddy bears can't feel, and I'm glad I can't feel the toys that fell against me. But at times I think I'd rather feel the weight of that than the inner weight of knowing that I'm unwanted and unloved, and, you know, being a teddy bear just isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Thank you, Zoe. That was fabulous. How's it going over there? Any progress yet?
No, let go of me. Let go of me.
Oh, no. Oh!
Let go. You can't. You can't make.
I'll get his shoes. He won't be able to go far in those. Pumps.
No, not those. Oh my God. How dare you? No, not flats. Oh my God, no, not flats. Oh.
Okay, stand him up.
Oh no.
Fabulous. Now, you couldn't go out in public like that. Your girdle's not fastened and your lee nails aren't pressed on yet. Take him away.
Oh no, not flats.
Oh, you'll be fabulous. You won't be needing these anymore. Okay, he's almost ready. Well, I think it's time we bring out a very special guest. We called Miss Dionne Warwick on the Psychic Friends Network and had her send over one of her most favorite psychics. Please welcome to our stage, Madam Debbie. Madam Debbie, it's an honor having you here.
I know.
Yeah, Dionne tells us you're one of the country's most renowned psychics.
Yes.
Just outstanding.
Yes, I am.
And she said you also do channeling. You can channel the spirits of the dead so they can speak to the living. Well, we thought, this being a variety show, maybe you could channel in the spirits of a great dead celebrity and let them perform on our show. Do you think you could do that, dear?
I guess I could, for this special night.
Anyone in particular that you,
Let it be a surprise.
Oh, we love surprises.
I need some silence, though, please.
Silence, please.
Hound dog, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. It ain't nothing but a hound
excuse me,
dog. It ain't nothing but a hound
Madam Debbie, what is this?
This, of course, is the spirit of Elvis.
That's Elvis.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's lovely, dear. I'm so touched that Elvis chose to appear on our show. I'm just welled up. I need a handkerchief, I think, dear. Take Elvis and we'll get back with you later, dear.
I see evil things coming your way.
I predict I'm going to call Dionne Warwick and get my $1.95 a minute back. Goodbye, dear. All right, let's bring out Zoe one more time. Zoe?
You know, everyone has a theory of life. Whether you realize what it is or not, you have one. You just need to find it. I found mine when I least expected it. One day, when I was in high school, I was very depressed about all the things happening, and even though looking back now, they weren't that big of a deal, at the time, they seemed so overburdening, I couldn't even deal with them, that I just thought suicide was the only answer. And then immediately I thought, as soon as I were to die, my mom would instantly go to the bank, take out all my money, and buy things to cheer herself up. I didn't want that to happen. So I went out and went shopping. I had so much fun shopping, all my fears just went away, and everything seemed happy again. Especially because I went toy shopping. I bought lots and lots of frivolous toys that I really didn't need, but they made me happy. And while I was playing with all my toys, I came up with a really interesting theory that has helped me to this day, and I think will always be an important part of who I am. My theory was, well, I came about it while I was building a puzzle. It was a little Sesame Street puzzle made for toddlers, and it wasn't really complicated.
And I separated, all the different colored pieces, and then I had a little pile of all the googly eyes. And I was looking at all the googly eyes and trying to make them all fit, and little pieces of cardboard should fit together pretty easily. But I guess I was so preoccupied by all the things going on in my life and in my mind that I couldn't really concentrate. And then I thought, how symbolic. I can't even make little pieces of cardboard fit together. If I can't do that, how am I supposed to find my identity, figure out who I am, and find people to appreciate and respect me for it? And then I thought, boom, there's my theory. When I die, I'm going to walk into a room and look at a table, and this table is going to symbolize my life. On the table will be 10 puzzles in 2 rows, 5 on the top and 5 on the bottom. The top row of puzzles, number 1 through 5, will represent all the positive, really good things that have happened to me. And the bottom row will represent all the bad, negative things that have happened to me. As I get closer, I look at the puzzles, and there's all these different faces of different people and things that have happened. But I notice that all the puzzles are cut with the exact same mold. So out of each puzzle, it's the same 100 pieces, consecutively. So anyway, focusing on puzzle number 1. If I look at it closely, I notice that it's kind of separated down the middle. Me being the middle centerpiece on the left, and my ideal person being the ideal centerpiece on the right. Then we both have 3 friends that click into us, and friends of friends of friends of friends, and then the edge pieces are enemies. Because no matter how happy you are, there's always people you don't like, but they're far enough away from your life that they really don't matter. Anyway, as I look at this, I notice it's the same throughout all the puzzles, in different degrees of good or bad. Anyway, focusing on the piece that's me, in number 1, that's me. In number 2, 3, 4, and 5, that piece isn't me, but it's a person I meet, or people I've met through my life, that seems so much like me and so overwhelming that I just don't have time for friends or family or anyone but them, and I become totally obsessive because they're so much a part of who I am, but not really. And then there's pieces 6 through 10 that are the same piece, but instead of fitting underneath me and giving me strength and making me a stronger person, those are the energy vampires who seem so much like me until I realize they're really weighing me down and draining me of all my life force and trying to make me into them and not really helping me to become who I am. But because the piece fits, it's easy to get confused about something like that. Anyway, the piece that clicks in is your ideal mate. Number 1 through 5 are positive, good pieces. 1 being the absolute best person that's going to appreciate you for everything and everyone that you are. 2, 3, 4, and 5 are really good and happy relationships, but they're just not right. Now I know I've had good relationships that I couldn't understand why it didn't work, but there's just something superficial or something silly that just didn't, even though it clicked, just didn't make the picture complete. And 6 through 10 were the ones that were really bad and horrible, and all my friends warned me and couldn't understand what I saw or why I went through with it anyway. But it's the fact that the piece clicks that you can't deny. And even though some people fit in your life and seem like they're perfect and seem like everything is right, you have to look closer and realize that that's not always the case. Anyway, the point of it all is when your life begins, you get 1 piece. That's you. And throughout your life, you have a bag of 999 other pieces to sift through and try to find who you are and have all your experiences. But the thing is that you're blindfolded, and you can't really see what piece this person's going to play in your overall extreme of your life. Sometimes you'll grab in and pick a piece and try to make it fit, and they will, and other times they won't. And that explains why a lot of times you meet people and you automatically open up to them, and they're a part of your life now. And other times you meet people 9 or 10 times before you ever even say anything. And it seems weird how that happens, but it's all kind of destiny in a way. Anyway, the point is, you keep going out with your life and keep meeting more people, and eventually you get to the point where it's all built together and it's all completed. And looking at it at the end, I think you realize that no matter how things seem, there's always been an equal amount of good and bad. Even though it doesn't seem that way at the time, no matter how your life is, it's worth living and it's good. You just have to go out there and try your best and be happy no matter what anyone tells you, because you're you and your life is yours.
Thank you, Zoe. That was wonderful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is time for the new Rush Limbaugh to make his appearance to the world. Are we ready back there? I think so. Mr. Limbaugh, you are a vision. Oh, you're him up on stage,
No.
center stage.
I don't know if I can.
You did fabulous here. Oh, come right up here. Good work, kids. Fabulous. Your best work ever. You look wonderful. Say hello to the world. America, Mr. Limbaugh. But we need a new name for you. Now, with your fabulous new look, you need a fabulous new name.
Well, there was a gal that I saw on Halsted Street in Chicago. Beautiful gal. Her name was Daisy May.
Daisy May, perfect.
Was that a good name?
Ladies and gentlemen, Daisy May. Let's have some music for the beautiful Daisy May. Hit it, kids.
When I was born, my dear ma told me, Sonny, and I grew up feeling mighty confused. So I told ma her Sonny felt real funny, and my mama, she wasn't amused. So I laid out the truth of the matter, and she cried for a minute or two. Then she said, son, wear dresses that flatter, and your mama will always love you. For it was God who made you a drag queen. He must have smiled on the day you were born. So son, let's sing Ave Maria. He has blessed every dress you have worn. Now my mama, she's gone to her glory, and though I'll miss her for the rest of my life, the dresses she left me tell the story of how she wanted her son to feel fabulous. For it was God who gave you a drag queen. He must have smiled on the day you were born. So let's sing an Ave Maria. Oh, mama, God bless every dress you have worn. Now I've seen how they've treated my sisters, who get trashed 'cause they're back where they want. I cry, mama, my soul is in blisters. Now I'm fighting with bullets not tossed. Now you thank God he made me a drag queen. Keep it watch over his pocket at night. You must just sing an Ave Maria and put up a fabulous fight. Now you thank God he made me a drag queen. Keep it watch over his pocket at night. You must just sing an Ave Maria and put up my totally uprising, fabulous fight.
Fabulous, marvelous. You are all wonderful. Oh, and you have a whole new career ahead of you.
Oh, well, thanks to the SWAT makeover team.
That's it. Forget the radio show, forget the TV show. You're going to Vegas.
Oh, at least.
Well, go party for a bit. We're going to bring on our last little comedy bit here, and we'll be with you in just a minute. Because I saw the kids were back in the studio a moment ago. Come on up here, kids. Right on up here. I saw you bringing those bags of goodies. Well, you made quite a haul. Look how full those bags are. Good heavens! Look at these. You got Rolex watches, gold, portable CD players. My goodness, people were generous. You just asked and people gave you these things?
Oh, I had to ask?
You mean you just took these things? I'm afraid the police might come any minute if they know about this. You better run and hide. I think those are sirens I hear. Well, good heavens. Well, I think we better get rid of the goodies here. Mr. Limbaugh. Oh, I mean Daisy May. Come here just a moment here. We have some presents presents for some late partygoers. Yes, they're coming from another masquerade ball, and they're going to be dressed as policemen. Yes.
Oh, good,
they're going to look
good.
fabulous. Well, you know what? I think maybe you could take these bags of goodies, booty, door prizes, and present them to them as they break through, come through the studio door.
Oh, like Vanna White and consolation prizes?
Yes!
Oh, wonderful.
Play hostess.
Wonderful.
This is your party. I want you to take responsibility
here
for the whole mess. There you go. Oh, they're playing rough out there.
Uh-oh. Oh.
They've got him.
Oh my. Oh my goodness. They tried to handcuff me.
Oh, good heavens.
Well, I just had to beat him up and tell him what for.
You beat him up?
Well, yeah, they play way too rough.
A little rough, huh? Well, it looks like they went for some backup.
Well, I think they did. They said something about, I thought they were telling me to back up.
I'm afraid the sirens are going to start any moment.
Oh, there's going to be more guests?
I said I think the sirens are going to start any moment. Someone asleep at the switch in there?
Well, they're going to get back up there.
I think I hear a distant siren. I do believe I hear a distant siren. Oh, there they are. Oh, the police are coming. So, you know, I think we'd better bring this little party to a close before the police bring it to a close for us. But I want to thank all of our guests tonight. I want to thank the fabulous Mr. Limbaugh, Daisy May, the beautiful Daisy. Take a bow. Take a bow, girls. You did a great job. Howard, Joyce, Madam Debbie, come up here. Zoe, you all did great.
Travelers, to your journey's end. You are just in time. We're about to begin. I have been waiting for you. Your tables await. Hurry now. We mustn't be late. The stage is set. The wine is chilled. The cappuccino's steaming. Every corner is filled. Voices are muted. The air hangs sweet. The lights are dimming. Please take your seats. The performers are diverse. Some bold, some tame. Yet is it possible they all answer to the very same name? If you choose to look closely, perhaps you will see a vision of yourself, or could it be me? Baskets of dreams the poet does weave. The mime mimics your fears. The juggler tickles the toes of your heart, while the balladeer moves you to tears. The painter, the dancer, the teller of jokes. All pleasure in amusing our kind. With color, harmony, and wit that is quick, they struggle to expand the mind. Whispers and sighs now caress the mind. All exits have been well secured. Sit back, relax, enjoy. enjoy the show. Your pleasure is indeed assured. The hands on life's clock are frozen in time. Nameless faces spin by too fast. And today skips away. It's time to play as the future embraces the past.
Welcome to the Underground Sideshow. I am your host, Harlequin, and join us, won't you, for a trip into the underground of the night, while we meet some of the interesting creatures who crawl the streets and the clubs. Our first guest this evening is an interesting performance artist. Now let me see where I've left my notes. Ravenswood, where are my notes? Oh. Don't startle me like that. This is Ravenswood, our butler. Thank you, Ravenswood. Just don't sneak up on me like that. You know how easily I startle.
Perhaps then you shouldn't look into a mirror.
Dear Ravenswood, I might actually have to start paying him a salary, just so I can fire him. Now, on with our show.
Now, who wants another drink before I drudge back to the bar?
Daisy Major.
I'll have another drink.
We're trying to do a show here.
Oh, show small. Do you like another drink?
I'll have another.
Please, we need to get back to the show.
Nonsense. This will only take a minute. Oh, I can wait. Oh, you can have another one.
Oh, just get your drink.
Really? I wait. Come on, you're going to have another one, even if it kills you. I just don't wait. Better leave it at tip.
Ravenswood, clean up. Well, now that all of our patrons have been well tended to, we'll go on with the show. Our first guest this evening said that she is a performance artist who mixes sounds of nature with music for a unique theater experience. Will you please welcome to our stage Mrs. Penelope Peacock.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am here tonight to share with you the wonder that is birds. I have traveled the world over to find these rare and unusual birds. I have studied their musical calls and their joyous movements, and I am here tonight to present to you my interpretation of these marvelous creatures. One note, I must have utter silence. For my first call, I will do the great spotted cuckoo. The next call I will do is of a much different and smaller bird, the alto mara. Next, I will do, again, a much different and larger bird this time. Listen for the difference in the pitch. This is the great blue heron. Again, please, I need your utter silence to allow myself to become the bird as much as possible. And now I will recreate bird movements as I do the love call of the mighty mute Milo.
Excuse me, Mrs. Peacock. I think it's time we move on to more interesting, to our next guest. We're running just a little bit behind.
I have to do the dance of the tilted titwillow.
Oh, we'll save that for the big finale, dear.
And then there's my big finish. Come on along and listen to.
Oh, I promise we will let you come on later. Later, much later, dear.
Well, I must give this audience the ultimate bird experience.
I think you did, dear. You just laid an egg on television.
Are you sure I can come back later?
We'll have you on later, darling. Later, later, later. Much later. After the camera crew's gone home. Certainly after I've gone home. Oh, those feathers and that noise. That woman needs to be plucked. Oh, well, now for an act guaranteed not to put you to sleep. Here she is, the fabulous Princess Daisy May. Princess Daisy. Did she get on a bus somewhere?
We've just received word that Daisy May will be momentarily delayed.
Thank you so much. Well, Mrs. Peacock?
Yes?
While we're waiting on the lovely Princess Daisy, why don't you come back on stage?
Goody!
What a joy. Okay, now what was your big finish, dear?
Well, this is my bird, Herman. Herman, as you can tell, is very authentic. Looks just like that great blue heron that I just did the call of. Herman is supposed to be blue, actually, but I've made it yellow and black. That's my interpretation.
And
as
this
I
is
said,
an authentic bird, dear?
Authentic, can't you tell?
Oh, it's fabulous.
Remember, I've traveled the world over. I've had people sketch things for me. I've studied out of books. I've watched with binoculars.
Fascinating. Is Princess Daisy here yet?
Do you want to hear our song?
We
worked so hard on it.
We still have time to do the
so
show.
much to Herman.
To step aside, and we will have you back on later in the show. Thank God, Princess Daisy has arrived. Later, dear.
Okay.
I do believe she's arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, the lovely Princess Daisy May.
Hit it!
Daisy, that was just lovely. Come on here and take a bow, dear. Oh, I think she already took some bows. Thank you, dear. And let's hear it for the poor little gentleman from the audience. Come right out, sir. Take a bow. Sir? Sir, come out and take a bow. Just a moment. Daisy May, you stop that. You untie him and throw him back this instant.
You never let me have any fun.
I think she's had too much fun. Oh, Ravenswood. Now, a trip into the underground would not be complete without a look at the alternative fashions, those fabulous frocks that the children wear as they go to the clubs and haunt the streets of the night. We now present for you the fabulous Transformer Underground Fashions by Monica.
Keep
Ladies and gentlemen, Monica of Halstead. Thank you, children. Thank you. Fabulous. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have an act for you that's a little more quiet, something uplifting, something rather spiritual. We now present for you Sister Daisy Mary May. Is your mic on, dear? That was fabulous, dear. Just fabulous.
Give me a moment, I'll finish the song. I think I broke a string.
Good heavens! Ravenswood, call the Pope and see if this sister woman has any insurance. Oh, good heavens. Well, what can I say? The act was, smashing.
There's a phone call for you.
Who is it, Ravenswood?
The Pope.
Oh, thank you. Excuse me. Just a moment.
The show was magnificent, was not? An absolute delight. A ride on a mystical carousel into the veins of a nameless night. Ah, dear friends, thanks ever so much for stopping by to play. But the colors and music have faded away, and you must no longer stay. The artists have ceased their frenzied mirth, and mutely gaze into space. I can feel their blank and haunting stares, burning relentlessly into my face. I trust you will not think me rude for asking that you leave, but the exits are narrow and poorly lit. The pathway out, designed to deceive. For inside every rhyme, a reason dwells, somewhere beneath the skin. In that private space between heaven and hell, that land where dreams begin. And for those who dare to live within, that prison between the two. Please understand, there's no turning back. Not for me. Or you.
Dance, children, dance. Dance, Ravenswood, dance, everyone dance. Join us. Still breaking tonight.